When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Missouri's offense will have the first possession of the game. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quickly to the tight end. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Fires to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
That's caught. It's Terry. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Green. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense of making a play.
Makes the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The give to the fullback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Auburn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap.
Let's go.
Got a little space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for room. It's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Willingham. Trying to set up the screen. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generated. Massive play.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Now from inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the
of this caliber. You're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Pulls it, fired complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Davidson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Period, first down here. Right back to the well. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks are a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Back to pass, it's Woollyhan. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space. This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it.
There he goes. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. If you don't get the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the run, it's Davidson. Jukes his way for more. And tackled there by the defense. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. It's a running room. Inside the touchdown, Auburn. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This quarterback has been locked in. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. He's got an open man. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Missouri, 35, Auburn, 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've got playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. He fires one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Davis will throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Quickly complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. This guy can gash you.
Second down coming up. Quarterback making checks. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Davis looking to pass. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And look at the quarterback. Players on offense, they're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Missouri, 42. Auburn, 14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
I I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going back to the ground. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
To the air, it's Willingham. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 17 to Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Looking for space. It's Davidson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Willihan. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think a big key in this ball, they've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
That's caught. It's Terry. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Davis will throw. Punch it out of the air. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. quickly, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the direct snap, it's Green. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the... Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
So here comes the Auburn offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back.
Fires one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Willihan. That's caught. It's Freeman. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there. Positive yards and never complain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little screen to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is,
breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Fires to the middle. It's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play action fake. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll try to get outside. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get the play immediately.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
Davis looking to pass. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game.
There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
56, Auburn, 34.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Missouri.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Davis will throw. Looking left. What a job. Lay out and make the catch. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Missouri.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Got his man. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Missouri.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on first down. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've